What rights did Roman women have? Have you ever wondered what life was like for women in ancient Rome? Their rights and roles were shaped by a complex society that had both limitations and responsibilities. Let's take a closer look at the rights Roman women had and how they navigated their world. In ancient Rome, women were considered citizens but did not enjoy full political rights. They could not vote, hold political office, or serve in the military. Their citizenship was often recognized through their male relatives, like their fathers or husbands. This meant that women relied on men for legal protections and benefits, making them dependent on male guardians for many legal matters. Family life was central to Roman society, dominated by the paterfamilias, the eldest male who had legal authority over the household. Women were typically under the authority of this male figure, whether it was their father or husband. Most women married young, often as teenagers, and were expected to be virgins at marriage to ensure legitimate heirs. The paterfamilias had the legal right to arrange or dissolve marriages of his children. Women's legal independence was limited by the institution of guardianship. A woman under guardianship needed a male guardian's consent for significant legal transactions. However, some women, especially those who had borne children, could gain a level of independence and manage their own affairs. Over time, this system weakened, and by the 2nd century of the Common Era, some legal experts began to see it as unnecessary. Despite these restrictions, Roman women could own, inherit, and manage property, especially if they were legally independent. They often controlled household finances and made decisions about spending and managing the family's resources. Women played vital roles in managing the household, overseeing domestic tasks, children's education, and the family workforce. Culturally, Roman society emphasized women's roles as wives and mothers. Virginity and sexual purity were seen as essential for family and social stability. Laws under Emperor Augustus encouraged marriage and childbearing, imposing penalties on those who remained unmarried or committed adultery. A woman's reputation was closely tied to her sexual conduct, which affected her social standing and marriage prospects. Women were excluded from formal political participation and public decision-making. They could not representing others in court or bring legal cases on behalf of someone else. This exclusion reflected contemporary beliefs about women's supposed mental and physical weakness and their inability to act independently in public legal matters. Despite these limitations, some women exerted influence within their families and occasionally in broader political or social spheres, often through their relationships with powerful men. Their management of households and social networks gave them a form of indirect power and cultural influence. In summary, Roman women lived within a framework that included both constraints and responsibilities. While they were legally subordinated to male authority, they played essential roles in sustaining family life, managing economic resources, and upholding social values. Their experiences illustrate the balance between societal control and personal agency in a patriarchal system.